This might be shorter because I took some time to do daily stuff. But at least I have some things done in real life.
We're way behind schedule.
Ooh, purple stuff. Ooh, a heart. Are you sure we're going the right way, Soroush? Stop making such disgraceful noises. Will I lead you wrong? Pale flower. You could stand in to learn from your... Pale flower. You could stand to learn from our Jasnapari and her unflinching calm. To be honest, I am somewhat nervous on the inside. It is just a fluorescent purple mist. But don't you find that pretty suspicious already? Paimon can tell how dangerous it is just by looking. Such trivial trials. They pale in comparison to the sacrifice that I must offer up later. I misspeak. You, Fairy Floater, are not as bold as my Jasnapari, but perhaps one may consider retreating at the slightest sign of danger a wise choice. Right, that's right. I'm in charge of being brave, while Paimon is in charge of being smart. That's why we make the best of buddies, after all. Nice going, buddy. Hey, right? Paimon thinks that that was a good join there too. But I did not give you your title for naught, Jasnapari. Do give praise unto my bravery more. Pray. Well, let me know Paimon longer. When she's not being your Jasnapari, there's something wrong with her sparing some time to praise Paimon. There's nothing wrong with her sparing some time to praise Paimon. Anyway, don't sweat the small stuff, Soroush. You're not really doing anything that especially needs praising right now, are you? My great work is not for the present, but the future. Still, at this very moment, you are being given the privilege to witness where it all begins. Well, if you say so. Speaking of which, we are here to find... Mihir. That foolish familiar of thorns. She must be suffering right now. Wait, is she trapped in there? Then we got to save her. We got to go save her. The power of the purple mist beneath us shares our source with the demons of death. Mihir's task should have been to keep such wicked powers from running rampant upon this earth. Under the sign of Apaosha, the power of the two forces warring here ebb and flow. We Parai should be dauntless, willing to fight if we ourselves are torn to shreds. But Mihir, I shouldn't wonder if she searches for some way to protect herself. Even now, conducting some loathsome struggle. Wait, aren't you allies? Are you really gonna leave a fellow Parai to her fate like that? Cold-hearted little Parai. You wouldn't be able to rescue your comrade by any chance, would you? Terranara all help each other out. How Paimon can tell if you are genuinely scolding her or not. It is not difficult matter saving me here. Perhaps I even call it trivial. But we Parai each have our mission, and we also have different ideas. Dude, why I'm getting this deep sleepy things? He must have found some position equal in seclusion and defensively before using a great gate to seal both the demons and herself in. If she could still move freely, haha, she could be like that Varena, begging for aid and prostrating herself before all and sundry to earn pity. Can Varena even prostrate themselves? Maybe if they try hard enough? You plebeians missed the point. All the same, the state of this place tells me that shall not hold out longer by herself. How pitiful. Ah, what a horrible sight, to be as me here is, corroded by filth, falling from a spotless to a sinful state, yet desperate to preserve herself, had the elder not bade me come. Hey, so after all that, you do care? Hardly. I merely wish to see if that useless fool has any regrets or not. If she turns back to us and accepts our aid, then perhaps I shall spare her a moment or two. After all, the flower, the star of the songs of praise, shall seem less radiant if the green leaves are not there to serve as its foil. The following labor shall be little, but is still a radiant shard. Just a party mind, recorded down with a reverent heart, and use even this mote of shattered light to grace your mighty hymn. We can talk about less important stuff later, Sorush. Let's figure out how to disperse the purple mess first. Less important, you say? Oh, well, so be it. Mihir's sinful form renders her unable to fulfill her duty, but the thorns remain. So long as I lend them some of my strength, it should only take a brief moment to scatter this purple smoke. As for the downward path, let us follow that wandering Varena we just saw. Well, if Sorush so sure, let's try getting closer then. Let's try it. Let's try it. Alright, if you feel uncomfortable, then hold your breath. Well, Paimon isn't all that good at doing that herself. So you better make it quick, Sorush. Underestimate me not, pale floater. The purple mist in the swamp. Asipatravana swamp is the perennial target of corruptive forces, and is blanketed by a dangerous purple mist. Sorush can use her power to awaken the power of Varena that flows within the thorny branches. After using this power to disperse the purple mist, the manifestation of defilement within will make itself known. The defilement entities that lie concealed within the bog are the source of the purple mist. Only by destroying them can the mist be parted. Normal attacks do not work against them, and only the power of the Niroda fruits can completely purify them. Corruption stuff. Why did it stop? Banish evil spirits here. Sorush, do something. The meager matter is nothing to worry about. Looks like something is coming out of the purple mist.
lost.
It actually worked. It pooped. Dude, I discovered today that the Miss Kiss is the one that sings the telepathia. Telepathia. This is how they look like now. How pathetic. So Rush, what are you talking about? Never mind, I just happened to witness the undignified state of my kind. No matter, we shall keep going. You see, that makes Paimon even more curious. Let Paimon have a look. Oh wow, that really is one strange tree. The way it's shaped like a circle, almost like a door, right? If we walk through it, it might lead somewhere. Hey, Paimon definitely would like to go first. The Frabashi trees are not doors. It will disturb the residual pari residing within if you simply burst through them. So that's called a Frabashi tree, huh? But where are the residual pari? Paimon can see them at all. Of course, Playflower can see them. They are still trapped by obsessions of the past, after all. It may not be what they wish for, but looking at the sight of them clinging desperately to this world, how absurd and pathetic. They may look like a little strange, but calling them pathetic is just mean. And looking at you being surrounded by so many plants, Paimon can actually thought you will feel at home. I only feel at home when I'm not on a battlefield. Only the battle lasting until the end of time can be perceived as true eternity. Now that you are following me, you better grasp that as early as possible, Pale Flower. These Farabashi trees and pari that fall till the very end against the defilement that has been corrupting the land, using the last remnants of their power, they transform into this state that you see now. They exhausted their strength to the point where they could no longer maintain their form and were ejected by the Borukasha oasis for being tainted. Legend has it that in ancient times the Order of Skeptics would hold a ritual of purification for them, so as to bring them all back to the Borukasha oasis. But nowadays there remains no one in the Order of Skeptics who is able to perform such a ritual. The best they can do is but to keep these Farabashi trees alive. But this only prolongs their suffering. Judging by the current appearance, they seem to have nothing left but the bitter memories they have to endure alone. In a way, they have also fulfilled their mission, but it was all a meaningless act compared to a true sacrifice. Looks like we should help them, so there's a way to save them. Oh, Paimon can just leave them here to suffer and endure alone like this. You can't, that makes you weak, pale floater. Being compassionate is indeed one of the great Simurgh's many noble qualities, but one cannot survive here with merely a kind heart. Besides, for us Parai, to exhaust our strength in the final stand against evil is already the best ending one can dream of. I see no necessity to change anything. Well, that's what you think. Perhaps they have different ideas, you know. If Paimon was trapped here, Paimon would definitely want to go back home and be with everyone else. We Parai share no such weaknesses. Fine, since even Maya's Napari fancies so, I shall wake her up with my power and let you listen to her diming voice. Exploration knowledge. A mysterious plant created by a Parai who was used to the last of their has used the last of their strength. A lingering Parai with memories of ancient days is contained within. Forus can use their power to awaken the residual Parai inside the brushy trees. In the languishing obsession of these spirits are extinguished, perhaps this Parai thus scattered abroad may yet meet again in the sea of flowers. Offer the plumes of purifying light you obtain from Fravash trees to the Amrita pool, and return all the memories of Varena back to the flowery sea.
Should we really be off work this early? Rest and rebuild!
Ooh, residual Parai of the forest. Residual Parai of the forest. Finally, at long last, bring me the stamens of that flower. You know what I'm talking about, right? I don't know how to face them if I return without any of them para. They're my only hope now.
Next on the agenda. way behind schedule.
Okay, how? There you are. Right? Nice. Let's talk. Let us proceed. Here should be ahead. Ooh. Wait, it isn't here? If she stuck, seems like the purple mist has already made it all the way down here. What do we do now, Sorush? Can we just do what we did earlier? You know, give some sort of give some of your power to the thorns and free her? Why, of course, I shall save her. After all, she does seem so very piteous, infested with corruption and helpless as she is. This isn't the best time to throw shade on her. Exactly, we got to save her, and quick. Yet I have not heard her repent. I shall hear her repudiation of her obduracy and her supplication for my aid. Oh, come on, are you serious? We don't have time for that talk. Palma thought you were just speaking in anger. Oh, valiant, dauntless Lady Rouge, we implore thee. No. Lovely, invincible Lady Rouge, shall ye not hear my counsel? You sure that's gonna work? Well then, if you too say so, my Jasnapari. After all, fulfilling your wishes once in a while is indeed within the purview of one so exalted as I. Huh, seriously? Paimon wishes you listen to her too, Sorush. Oh no, I think this
Hold the
rain.
line. I see everything. No touching.
And I have to go
Incinerate.
to work. Oh, dude. I'm here. Ooh. Awesome. Are you alright, Mihir? Well, I suppose she's alive, if barely and covered in sin, and weakened to the extent that she may only defend herself. Oh, thanks to you, great Lady Sarush. Good thing we arrived early and had you with us, Sarush. Sarush? Sarush, Sarush, who took humans for companions. Sarush, who lost her way. Oh, it sounds like there's some secret meaning behind her words. Do not get near her, lest the defilement that emanates from her touches you. It seems that she has not only foregone a heart of gratitude, but has lost much of her intellect, or she could not use such baseless words to reproach me. Thank you, Sarush. If not for you and your companions, I would have needed much time to gather my strength. And even then, I am unsure if I could have stood against the rising fields on my own. The sign of Aposha could be seen all too clearly, even from the bottom of the valley, but thorns can only crawl upon the ground, never to reach the sky, not even the reflection of the skies on the earth. Of course, after all, I am the one who is destined to make sacrifices and extinguish the sign. And I must add that Lumine is no companion of mine, nor is Paimon. She is my Jasnapari, a willing instrument recorded my great work. Sarush number 1 Jasnapari, that's me. I would call that description a few degrees of reality. Sure, yeah, sure. Paimon wants to be number 1 too. Oh wait, why would Paimon wanna fight you to be Sarush's willing instrument anyway? Just having me here isn't enough to complete what Sir One asked us to do, right? I see, so you have something to request of me, Sarush. What? Have you sent Garnal into Tumbleweed during your imprisonment and departed with... Have your senses Garnal into Tumbleweed during your imprisonment and departed the Temir Mountains into the nameless dunes? It is by my magnanimity in not remembering past lives that my Jasnapari has given me leave to record your name within the eon that sings my praises. Your sinful form, stained with defilement, should never otherwise have appeared within those stanzas. You should take me here, if it was not for our elder, wherever. We do this to obtain the twin-horned chaplet. For that reason, we must return with me to the Borukasha oasis. Speaking of which, Sarush, you keep talking about stained defilement, this and sinful form. That, what do you even mean? It is the duty of us familiars of the thorn to prevent defilement from spreading across the earth and guard against its corrosion. But when we battle against the demons of death, injury is nigh unavoidable. And if you had been shattered in battle with them, that might have been worth a song. But stained as you are, you can hardly be counted as one of us. If I were not for my coming to your rescue, you would likely have continued some pathetic struggle here, till the world forgot you, and you utterly faded away. Those are the words of the human who has befriended you, Sarush. He's no ordinary human, he's the Naturaya of the Order of Skeptics. So that's how it is. Sounds like a matter of grounded pride. That's right, calling someone sinful because of that, Mihir, you poor thing. To do one's duty is not a pitiable act, nor is struggling to perform that duty for a while longer shameful. Ah, never mind the matter of our elder. I have not fallen so low as to require your judgment. Rather, it is you who should thank me for rescuing you. Oh, come on, Sarush, stop yelling at an injured person. Well, Mihir was wounded in combat, so that counts, right? It is alright, Sarush. Will understand, or she will never obtain a twin harness chaplet from Surban. But as she says, my sinful form is unacceptable in the eyes of other Parai. I cannot return to the Borukasha oasis in this state. Merely perform a cleansing pilgrimage, and it will be well. A cleansing pilgrimage? What will that take? Will that take a long time? Will it be dangerous? You will not be concerned so as to the details of Mihir deeds. After all, there shall be little room for her in the praises that shall be sung of me. She knows this road well, but in her weak and helpless state, were she to be attacked along the way, I doubt there will be anything left of her. Hey, what Pam was hearing is that things will be fine as long as we escort her. Don't worry, we are very experienced at this sort of thing. Speaking of that, why didn't you hit me here earlier, Sorush? If you just lent a little power to the horns, you could have done that without our help, right? This is my duty, not hers. But you shouldn't keep each other out at times like this. Each para has their own mission, just like the cleansing pilgrimage. We must undertake those tasks ourselves. We have some they belong to whatever, some prideful flying around.
Born of ice and frost. Boom boom!
This stands as Farwick, exploration knowledge. As a form of barrena scattered upon the earth, Farwicks contain that same power and will stick to your characters once pick up and affect nearby grey crystals. You can also put a Farwick down where you need it to unleash its power. Is this the Great Gate? We're finally out of here. We can already see the harvest of Kifulum. And we can also see the sign of Apaosha. We won't be able to relax till we manage to fix the crisis above us. That's true, but let's prioritize escorting here on her cleansing pilgrimage so she can regain her spotless form and return to her companion's side. But isn't it awful that she's been fighting all this time, but now that she's injured, she can't even go back? One who clings to life and self-protection despite being filled with such filth is unworthy of a Jasnapari chronicle. What are you saying, Sarush? Mihir's been fighting all by herself to fulfill her mission all this time. She's been very brave. We should remember that what she's done, and praise her for it. Only humans require such things as courage. We Parai have no need of it. Sarush speaks the truth. We Parai have known our purpose since birth, and we only live to serve that purpose. We do not require remembrance. Perhaps being forgotten might even be for the best. But If the day comes when none mention us again, then surely the entire earth must have been purged of all calamity. There will be no more sacrifices to be sung, for there will be no sufferings to be remembered. I believe that shall be a wonderful day. Be here. That day is yet distant, not before I make the sacrifice that shall extinguish the sign of Apaosha. At least, let us not waste daylight here. We should complete the cleansing pilgrimage as soon as possible. We should not allow this preamble to delay us, so I am the protagonist of this hymn, I alone. Thank you for walking this difficult part with me. I believe that the road shall be far smoother ahead. Would you like us to continue on together? Let's meet again later. Yes, you know where to find me. Nice. Mission done. And I think I will be taking some. We will end it here. In the name of real world activities. See you guys later. Ooh, evil Ganju is evil. Bye bye.